I want to open my heart. That's what I learned in Krishna consciousness. I have to open my heart.
All right, so you heard that at home, folks. We're going to do some open heart surgery today on Sweet Cheese. Vayu special.
My favorite service is to sleep and dream about Krishna.
What kind of dreams do you have?
I have fantastic dreams. There's no home in material world, but I thought I'm at home.
All right, so how did you join the movement then? I mean, you came from kind of like a delirious, kind of like weird background.
Yeah, I was extreme raver for many years. Hardcore raver. I like techno, drum and bass, jungle, acid house, breakbeat. I was party guy in Montenegro, and also I ran my own club. So yeah, and actually in 2006 I actually moved here. I lived first in North London in Belsize Park. I was a party guerrilla, yeah. I was undercover security in one very famous London club. Yeah, afterwards I started squatting.
Kill yourself on the dance floor tonight.
I want to die on the dance floor. I wanted to die on the dance floor because I thought that's what life is meant for.
Kill yourself on the dance floor tonight.
I understood I'm a party man. I'm a very happy guy. I want to party non-stop. But the problem was, I mean, each party has a beginning and an end. That's the problem with earthly parties. They all have beginning and an end. From the core of my heart, I prayed to God, oh my Lord, please, can you connect me with eternal party? Is there any eternal party in the universe? I want to join that eternal party.
Like when you were using drugs, I mean, did you think like they were spiritual and that you were getting some kind of like, you know, higher consciousness or special power or, you know, greater insight into reality?
I used drugs, they didn't kill me. They made me stronger somehow. I don't know how, because I survived them. A few times I got near-death experience because I would take too much, and I would eventually happen twice in London that I collapsed on the road and nearly got frozen, suffered hypothermia. It's ridiculous, but it's truth. What can I say? That's what happened actually. Yeah, Krishna gave me this quality of being alchemist, suicidal alchemist, but he disabled me to kill myself.
So what did you see when you had your near-death experience?
This is many times spoken story by many people that got near that experience, that you kind of feel that you are moving and you are about to kind of moving through kind of you know, it's like running on the speed of light practically, you know, very fast, you know, like running down the motorway, yeah, and which is quite illuminated, but it looks like that you can actually in kind of sound or tunnel, running on a practically, you know, very high speed. I felt like, okay, at the end of this, you know, run, I will eventually, you know, I will get freed from. It looked like at the end of this tunnel will be some kind of light in which I will merge or whatever. I don't know. I didn't have any thoughts. I felt very light, and somehow I felt very happy. You know, like very elated for whatever reason. I don't know. I cannot explain. That was the feeling. and then eventually I could hear some kind of sounds, some very like disturbing sounds, like, and then these sounds became much more and more like kind of intense, you know, and and then I awoke, I regained my consciousness, and I've seen that I was surrounded by like 25 doctors, you know. They just kind of got me back to life by electric shock. And I've seen that actually my chest, which is very hairy, sorry for saying this, yeah, oh, okay. I mean, yeah, so it was like kind of shaved, half like this shaved, because they got to defibrillate me, so they shaved me partially here, yeah. There was like triangular shave here in the zone of the heart. Oh, so I go back to life, and I was so happy. I cannot explain. I was very happy. I felt like, wow, I'm at the top of the world. And they were like, oh, what's your name? And I said, my name is Wolf.
So, where did it happen? Where was the spiritual transformation from this hedonistic lifestyle into something greater? Was it the near-death experience? Did that influence, or?
I knew what near-death experience gave me assurance. Wow, this life has a purpose, but I have to find it. I still didn't know what is the purpose. I was not sure because I wanted to kill myself on the dance floor. Kill yourself on the dance floor tonight. Eventually, I was squatting in Park Lane, which is just short distance from Soho Temple, yeah. There was like a group of Portuguese hippies, yeah, and they would go to Hare Krishna Temple to get some prasadam. And they said to me, oh, look, there is Hare Krishna Temple, and you can go there anytime and just say Hare Krishna, and then they give you food. So one day I came to the temple. I think I was high. So I came and I realized immediately. Immediately I realized I don't want to ask anyone to give me food. I just want to see what's going on inside because it looked very interesting, you know. I took my jumping boots off and I entered the temple, and they sang Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. And the mantra touched my heart. I realized, wow, this is not a joke. This will be my life. I went back into my craziness for a couple of years, and then around 2010, I decided to travel India.
So what happened in India? What kind of mystical experiences?
In Jagannath Puri, I got my first dhoti and chador, and I started wearing Vaishnava tilaks. In 2011, I came to Mayapur a couple of days after Gora Purnim, so still Gora Purnim vibe was there in the air, and I felt immediately very connected to that holy dam of Mayapur, because Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is very merciful, and Lord Nityananda is the most merciful to the most fallen. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. There are so many devotees I've seen for the first time in my life, genuinely happy people that are not on drugs, but they were high. Universal drug, Hare Krishna Maha Mantra, because that mantra gets us high. You never let down. Shri Radhe 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 Barsane Wali Radhe. I went to many holy dams, to Jagannath Puri. I went to the temple of Lord Narasimha, Mangalagiri.
श्री राधे 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 बरसाने वाली राधे
In Andhra Pradesh, I went to Hampi.
ओ निधिवन जी में
I went to Udupi and took darshan of Gopal.
वंशी वट पे
Then I went to Pushkar.
ज्ञान गोदड़ी श्री
Then I went to Jaipur.
प्रेम गली में श्री
Then I went to Vrindavan.
चीर घाट पे
Then I went to Haridwar. Every day in Haridwar I would go to Har Ki Pauri and attend Ganga Puja, worship of Ganga.
श्रीमन नित्य निकुंज विहारिणे नमः श्री बिहारी बिहारिणी जो जयति श्री स्वामी हरिदासो विजय
Then I went to Rishikesh. From Rishikesh I decided to climb the Himalayas and I went to Gangotri. And in Gangotri I actually came to the source. From Gangotri I walked all the way to the source of Ganga. Like that. And jumped. Just there. I could see the Gomukh ice cave, Ganga is, breaking over the crown of Shiva and touching the earth. An amazing experience.
ज्ञान गोदड़ी श्री राधे 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 बरसाने वाली राधे
Greatest misconception biggest misconception of New Age philosophies is that actually, first one is we have to enjoy life. Yeah? When you start from wrong premise, you cannot come to ultimately right conclusion. I mean, world is not made for our enjoyment, material enjoyment. It's actually rather made for sacrifice. We have to sacrifice temporary for eternal. We cannot have both. We see New Age philosophies like it's so much self is glorified, but without knowledge who is the self. Like temporary self is glorified. Like you can see all these slogans. Oh, we are all wonderful. We are all pure gold. We are amazing. We are pure spirit. We are full of love. We are love. But who are we actually? Who is self? Love between men and women. Wow, that's wonderful. No, I mean, it's just meant for procreation. There is these psychotropics or so-called spiritual drugs nowadays. It's wrong term. They are not spiritual, but there are certain healing herbs that, may heal your body, or maybe even subtle bodies may get cleansed, and that's the maximum outcome of it, like psychotropics that I spoke about. But other drugs, like they are very heavy intoxicants, they actually contaminate senses, and we remain in ignorance. That is also a problem with so-called spiritual drugs. It's in the mode of ignorance, because actually we are not in control of the self, while attending different ceremonies. Actually, we rather very intoxicated, and intoxication is in the mode of ignorance, so we are not sober.
श्री राधे 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 बरसाने वाली राधे
For this little fraction of happiness, we have to invest loads of energy to kind of invoke that happiness, but still it's not sustainable. It's somehow artificial. I felt it when I tried to be honest to myself, and I said, okay, I mean, I'm not happy in my heart. I have to change my life. We are so small. If we float in infinite space, that means that practically this floating rock, which is Earth, which is just few thousand miles across, is practically insignificant. It's less than speckle of dust in Sahara Desert, isn't it? a limited mind or limited intelligence can comprehend is able to comprehend the vast universe, infinite space. How do you know what's... Because infinite means doesn't have an end. I mean, must be some eternal party in the universe. It's not logical. I mean, if we live in this infinite universe, that there's no eternal party. I mean, here every party finishes, has a beginning and an end. But must be some eternal party, and Krishna actually fulfilled my desire. He connected me with eternal party. Sankirtan Yagya Ki. Some question popped from my heart, like, okay, what's the object of meditation? Must be an object of meditation. Cannot be that we meditate on nothing. Oh, so I remembered Krishna. He must be the object of meditation. So I ran. The other day I just ran quickly into the temple, into central London. Came into the temple, went into Radha's boutique, grabbed Bhagavad Gita, and then came back to my squat in Islington. And I started reading, and one after another, all my questions were answered. I felt so happy for the first time in my life. And then I came across this verse. Tesham evanukam partam aham agyana jam tamaha dashayami atma bhavasto gyana deepena basvata. To show them special mercy, I, dwelling in their hearts, destroy with the shining torch of knowledge the darkness born of ignorance. So I felt, that's me. Now finally my doubts are getting dispelled by this superior power. We all controlled by superior intelligence, by superior power. Who's that power? That's Krishna. And he's a person. That's what I learned for the first time in my life. I cried. The thing is, when people say that, usually they mean, okay, so express yourself, whatever you think, speak it out. If you are happy, smile. If you are sad, cry. You know what I mean? Kind of be yourself. Just express yourself. That's how we understand that in material world. But we never actually ourselves, in material world, unless we get self-realized. Unless we chant Hare Krishna and we get self-realized, we are not ourselves. Because self means self in connection to eternity, to Krishna, who is our eternal friend. A role that's assigned to us at the moment, but doesn't mean that's you. Our eternal identity is something else as far as my realization goes by now. Okay, there is a soul within heart. You say, yeah, this is me, I'm a big guy, I'm a famous guy, I'm a famous DJ, I'm a party man, but you're none of that, Because whatever I've been, I'm not anymore anyway, Dasa, no dasa, Servant of the servant. Of Krishna, Yeah, well, once I became Hare Krishna boy, then first thing I really loved a lot was Harinam. And then distribute books. I'm quite talkative, and then I would stop people and then speak to them about Krishna, austerity. So when we do this austerity, divine austerity, tapodivyam, then definitely ecstasy arises in the heart and love for Krishna manifests. And when the love of God is manifested, then we are becoming devotees. More love is manifested, we consider like better devotees. To say, as Prabhupada said, the best devotee is not one who sells the most books. That's the one who loves Krishna the most.
Okay, that's 11 minutes.
Anything else? Anything else you want to ask me? Thank you for contributing to. Hey, please take the mantra. Last name of sound vibration of Maha Mantra gets you back to Godhead. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Take it, please. It's mantra, yeah. Dark night. So before I became Hare Krishna, I wanted to die on the dance floor, but now, after many years of Harinam, actually I want to die on Harinam.